Whoa, Bryce, what about the chemical imbalance in my brain? What if I have a chemical balance? What if I need, the medicine for anxiety? I'm going to be completely honest. Look, one of the hardest things for me to understand fully as a Christian is why God supernaturally healed my anxiety and depression. But I've prayed the same prayer I prayed that night when I was 17 at Waffle House, going to take my life because of anxiety and depression, because I thought it was the only way to get the pain to go away. I've prayed that prayer, the same prayer, for other people, close ones, loved ones, family, friends. Pray that same prayer with more faith than I had that night in Waffle House, and God doesn't take their anxiety away. Why is that? And I've wrestled with that. And in fact, I've carried a lot of shame. Hence the reason why I carried shame was because I thought I could have done something about it. But the reality is I can't, only God can. But you know what is so interesting about that? Sometimes God supernaturally takes away people's anxiety. That is the healing of God. Sometimes God gives wisdom to the right doctors to prescribe the right amount of medication to help you with anxiety and depression. Maybe God gives wisdom to friends, family, therapists, counselors in your life to give you wisdom and strategy on how to deal with your anxiety. I believe that's the healing and wisdom of God.